Kentucky and we may be in the bluegrass state, but blue is the color to avoid if you love the homestanding Louisville Cardinals. We're really looking forward to this matchup. You've got a team that's made its way into the top 25, now trying to pass an all-important road test. As we'll see, the number 16 team in the country, the Wisconsin Badgers, taking on another team from the Big Ten, the Louisville Cardinals. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Badgers will put total leather to crank us up. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Offense getting set for first down. Power football with the run. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through it. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. The give to the back. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. The option look. The margin for error is so small in a conference like this, and in Big Ten play, really imperative to get off to a good start.
You really focus on all offseason getting off to such a great start, right? Start fast, win our conference. Well, this is step one. And so I think you're so tired of hitting your own color jerseys, by the way. You're excited when you get in conference play. You start to get some of that familiarity, some of that also that hatred that you have for these other teams. So the Big Ten is a fun conference.
Yeah, and you know both of these teams, their players have had this game circled all offseason because this is the first one. This is the first step towards winning a Big Ten championship. Both teams feel like they've got the playmakers to compete in conference this year, but it all starts today.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. Makes the catch. It's Smith. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
On the option. He'll do it himself. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job with ball security.
You want to talk about hearts and throats when that ball was on the ground? The offense recovered its own fumble. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
I'll tell you, as a quarterback, it's going to be hard throwing the ball over the middle of the field against this defense because these D linemen are huge and they've got long arms. That was like trying to throw over a 10-foot-tall person. Nearly impossible.
The 7th play of this opening drive will be a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He spins that thing down the middle. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the ground with the back. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business.
Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Touchdown, Louisville! And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return.
Really nice drive by this offense. This is a top 10 defense. This is a challenge. They're going to make everything difficult. So when you can make some plays against this defense, you got to absolutely take advantage, create some momentum for your squad. Nice drive by this offense.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
And here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Quickly to the tight end. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. Looking to go up top on first down. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Here they come to try it again on 2nd and 10 from the 29. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Got his man in the middle. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
They're facing a third down. They'll try to power their way ahead. He breaks a tackle. Such a big part to convert these third downs, and they've got it at the 42.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on third down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
And runs like that are like body blows in a boxing match. 4, 5, 6-yard gains early turn into 20, 30, 40-yard gains later. They really wear down defenses, and they test their physicality.
Stopped after making the catch.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
just this side of midfield. The defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48.
And I just love when guys know exactly where the sticks are. You could tell ran with purpose, finished through the sticks, and got just enough for the first down.
And a nice job up front, too, right? Good communication. Everybody knew where they had to go, hat on a hat, work the double teams, and get some push.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. The Wisconsin quarterbacks always know their role. Sometimes they got to make the big plays, from a Darrell Bevel to a Russell Wilson.
And knowing your role means knowing that you're going to hand the football off a lot, and you're going to be a play-action team and pick and choose your spots, but it won't be an offense with Wisconsin that is opening up. It's throwing the football 30, 40 times a game.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. He's got an open man. You know this sophomore has a big arm, and there were some revolutions on that one.
Louisville 7, Wisconsin 0.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. He's got it on the right. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
And a big key on that throw to the slot receiver, guys, is putting the ball out in front. The location of the throw is what helped that guy get extra yards after the catch.
A first down run on the doorstep. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Touchdown, Wisconsin! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. ULM is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These Warhawks have picked themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Temple. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, we'll see it right here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
On second down, wants to throw. Catch inside the 30 and still running. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. The Cardinals want to pick up the tempo. Pre-snap motion quarterback trying to... And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Cardinals!
Speed kills this offense. They've got multiple guys that can burn you. You can see it doesn't take them long to light up the scoreboard.
The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They're lining up to kick it off, and he ought to be able to knock this one anywhere he wants after that extra 15 yards with the roughing the kicker. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. First down for this offense. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Puts one in the spin cycle. The expressway is wide open. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Wisconsin.
The Badgers trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Didn't take them long to get into the goal-to-go package. Here they are on 1st down. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Looking to buy time. Going for 6. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. Really nice focus by this sophomore, and he jumped on his chance to make a play.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
Here comes the option. Now the pitch. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane.
And I tell you what, we can focus on the left side of the line of scrimmage because that's where the play starts. But you don't get big gains when you run out wide unless wide receivers, yes, wide receivers, commit to blocking, staying on their guys. Really good job on the outside by giving the running back space to make the big play.
Cranking up a drive like that can really get you going. It's 1st down from the 44. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Using his feet to buy time. Pass on the way. It's picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Well, I love the job by the coaching staff there defensively, matching the personnel of the offense, putting their dime package out on the field. So you bring out the extra defensive back, you're anticipating a pass, perfect timing to run that personnel, and you get the pick.
The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
They'll throw it on 1st down. Quick strike complete. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Turning to the running game on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Badgers!
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. And they get the sack right out of the gate.
Nice job getting to the QB there. And the best Wisconsin defenses always seem to have a game breaker and a difference maker. This guy can be that for this unit. But you think back to the Watt brothers, right? TJ, JJ, nobody could block those guys one-on-one, and they just ruined coordinators' game plans offensively.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Trying to burn this defensive back. And it falls in complete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there. And the Cardinals line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll return it from around the 50. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it clicking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
Going to the running game. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Wisconsin.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
14.
He'll call for the fair catch here. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. That's caught. It's Johnson. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
The Cardinals will line up to punt it away. Oh, it's a phony punt. They're going to run it with the up man. This is probably one of those plays where you wish you had a do-over button so you could just punt that thing away.
I love the aggressive nature by the head coach, trying to reach into the bag of tricks on a fake punt, but the defense was expecting it, and we've got a change of possession.
The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. They took their time out of the gate, but now starting to try to take control of this game on offense here in the second quarter, Jesse.
Yeah, and they're playing good complementary football up to this point, but this is a huge opportunity, David, for them to really create some momentum.
Well, and the defense did such a good job keeping them in the game early. Now, holding down their end. Now get the offense rolling, put up some points on the scoreboard, and then you could really get danger.
Fires toward the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Badger!
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his second touchdown of the game.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. ULM is down big on the scoreboard, and for a program that traditionally struggles to score, I think we know where this one is headed. They're trailing by 14 to Temple. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Louisville has it back, and the offense coming out ready to attack. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David. Maybe fires the pass, intercepted. Got room on the return. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Wisconsin. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? Well, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Headed back out on the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
He's got the back in the middle. At midfield, he's got room. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. He's going to pass. Looking for the end zone. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Cardinals will kick it off to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute there.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
And after the incompletion on first down, this offense looking at second down. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. He's past the 30. Afterburners coming. At the 30. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Badger! And the stomping has commenced.
When these offenses get in a rhythm, they're hard to stop. Already up early, got a short field, take advantage of it too, get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. They wasted no time on that drive. 2 plays, touchdown just like that.
14.
The kickoff unit about to go to work.
Set to kick off.
Fair catch, called for and made. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. They'll run the option. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Unloads to the wideout. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Complete to the left. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
I love the job the quarterback does surveying the defense there. Great job pre-snap recognition, understanding the coverage. He goes to his curl route, gets the completion, and picks up the first.
The Cardinals have it with a 1st and 10. On the option. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. A 3rd down try for the offense. Here we go. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Smith. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the 1st down, they've got it at the 40.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And the Cardinals are on the move. Goes to the option. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on second and short. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. And it's slipped out. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it.
As a defender, you dream about those big hits. You work hard on it in practice, closing space, getting close, and just sticking that guy and causing the fumble.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Wisconsin.
Line gets set, first down. Fast motion from the offense. Off the RPO, complete. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the defense.
Now on second down. Give to the running back. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. Sends it downfield. And he hauls it in inside the 30. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus.
Defensively, they knew they were going to see 4 verticals, right? They show that time and time again. And with this guy and his speed, this play is tailor-made for him, and they're going to have to find a different coverage to try to slow this down.
They'll go to the ground. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating them up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that.
Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Wisconsin. And the pummeling has started. He is putting the Badgers on his back. Reminds me of games we called when Russell Wilson was at the helm.
Yeah, and I know Wisconsin fans get jacked up when they get great quarterback play. They don't get it very often. They don't get the explosive numbers with this offense. But this dude, he's putting on a show, and I guarantee you they are jumping around.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You dropped it? You didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, David."
No, that's not what he said. He said, "You're doing a great job. Just keep your head up." Oh, yeah, he got blasted. You got to hold on to the football, Palmer. Turnovers decide games. Those are big plays.
It's tough on him, too, because he knows he let his offense down on that last drive. So you know that guy's eager and anxious to come out here and make a play.
They're bringing heat. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Man, and that's a big missed opportunity for the running back. I'm trying to find ways to feature this guy and get him the football in space and not just hand it to him all the time. And I'll tell you what, I'm a lot less likely to find those plays if he can't reel in those catches.
Floating away. He's going to run it. At the 40, there he goes. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. He was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
The Cardinals have it with a 1st and 10. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Getting some heat. And they got him for the sack. The 1st down sack pushes the ball back for this long 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Pressure coming. Trying to make magic on the screen. Oh, it's out. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. They'll leave it with him. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback.
Wisconsin 49, Louisville 14.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Spins away from the defender. And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still, just a very short gain.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down.
And you want to dominate the football game like these guys have all day. Dominate the line of scrimmage. You know, turn and hand the ball off to your running back. It's a good recipe. It makes every quarterback better. It makes every OC better. Just turn, hand the football off, especially when you're winning the ball game.
He gets it across the 25 to the 24, give him 5 on the carry.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in great position to succeed on 2nd down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
The give from the gun. Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23. Headed to the line at the 23, trying to convert this 3rd and short. Motion from the offense. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the 1st down.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the 1st down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
Don't even think about sending the special teams out on 4th down and 3. Finds his man enough for the 1st. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the first down there.
Yeah, and you've got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the first down. We need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. How good have they been on 3rd down today? And another opportunity here on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it! And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
You'll call for the fair catch here. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced.
He'll take the deep shot. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast.
Oh, he's going backwards, in trouble, and down he goes. A tremendous loss. Quarterback will audible. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Makes a connection. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got a man, it's Haynes. He will not pick up the first down. The desperation play, and that one might have sealed their fate. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give, and tick, 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 tick. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch it. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. From the gun, running back gets the give. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great